Hey, we landed in Costa Rica, Nicoya Peninsula. It's morning, sun's coming up. I came running from the beach and here's the entrance to the land. This is the main road ending, the end of the municipality road. Beyond this point, it's private road. That means no traffic. I'm entering the land. Starts out with a nice and flat piece, an entrance, grass covered field. You look across, it's all beautiful, well prepared. The cocoa tree, grapefruit, oranges, lemons, avocados, and more. I'll get to the land soon. Here we have the land expanding to north, more wild vegetation, diving down toward the river down there, but slowly walking up along the entrance. Grass field here, beautifully covered by palm trees. I don't know what type. Sweet trees, pine trees. Coming more palms, steeper road. Beautiful orange covered flowered tree coming up to the first part of the plateau that overlooks to the west, down there through sunset, almost seeing the ocean. You can almost sense it. It's Malpais, Pacific Ocean behind. Coming up, mainland, still having the sunset. Coming over here, touching the land, spreading out, going downhill, 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 few hundred meters down. We land in the jungle, in the river. Part of our land still, everything we see. Now here's the short pathway, I'll take you there in a minute. Looking to the most amazing mini valley that runs a spring. And at the far end here, we're looking at binding bungalows. The space up here continues. The space can be left open for the beginning. We can place maybe a reception just right down there behind that bush here, just to not use the main plateau for buildings of no beautiful creative interests or creativity. Coming up a little bit higher, more trees, beautiful trees opening. Big, nice spot in the very center. It's 50 meters from the first plateau. 50 meters here is a great big spot. We're looking at the possibility of having the kitchen here. Kitchen, because it's in the heart of the land, the heart of our place. Beautiful, healthy food. Coming across here, having the walnut trees coming up. Beautiful walnut tree rising. Look at this, creating a roof for the romantic bench. And why not add a little bit, a tiny bit for the meditation seat on top? No idea. We're looking across the fruit plantage entry down here. Yoga Shala covering up out to the side. Now we're turning for the ocean view. I can see the ocean. Maybe the video cannot. The sunrise. It's 5:30 a.m. or so. Beautiful sunrise. Beautiful mountain, soft mountain peaks here and there. We're thinking the east will be the coolest place to place the pool. A pool being placed at the corner, overviewing landscapes to the south. Hearing the sounds. Here are the parrots in the far. Parrots coming. Landing. We see like just 6-7 parrots sitting right there singing for us. The pool is here. The private road continues way down there. We kind of see it, yes. There is not a car. I've been here several times. I haven't seen one. And I can see no tracks of cars coming through this land. Looking at the beautiful, beautiful land opening, sunset, pool, loungy area, hang out. Over here, another 20 meters here, yoga deck, and 50 meters down there, another 50 meters. the restaurant. It's just ideas, looking over the back end of the land here, coming down steep mountain only to flatten out, opening up for plateau. We're thinking about maybe the maintenance room, laundry down here, so that it gives accessibility up to the kitchen, down to the bungalows. All water and toiletries will be brought to this side of the land, so we need just one big septic, one water system to cover the waters, to keep pressure on this top land here. Now I'll be walking back 50 meters to the main spot, you could say the center here. We're thinking the restaurant, and another 50 meters over there to the first part of the plateau after coming to the land. That gives a total of 100 meters of flat plateau, and it's wide, as you can see, quite wide, both for buildings but also to leave open so buildings can be lifted to the sides of the mountains, so they're not taking that top land. Sun's coming up, parrots flying. Coming down toward the main plateau, well, not the main, the first part of the plateau, looking down for the entrance of the land, overviewing beautiful fruits, trees. They've covered up here the land so that the cows, I guess, would not come in. I see, being brave, moving down along this more wild part of the land that is not that wild. Walking down toward the river, seeing how that the land is now opening up, soft walkable mountains, not too steep, makes it easier to make trails, buildings, a small meditation huts, or whatever we decide to make here is possible. Walking down, seeing how they kept it well, and looking across from down to the area of the land where we are thinking we could hit bungalows, and at the back entrance behind where we can see the beautiful trees, you can also see the mountaintop that rises behind the trees, which is the fence of the land owners on the other side, of course, willing to sell that to landowners. With those, our land ends with those two big trees right up here, two wide, huge trees. Walking further down toward the river, hoping to stay safe. See, land goes wild here, really wild. River, back end of the land, as you see, it might be steeper there, but it's close to the river. We are not, by local laws, allowed to build too close to the river, which makes no difficulties for us, because the first part coming up might be a bit too steep on the back side, but there's still land, even where we said on the map for privacy, still running down here, coming down, getting very slippery. There's a frog. It's supposed to be wildlife, many four-legged creatures, also creatures without no legs snaking around, but supposedly not the bad ones, supposed to be the sweet ones, non-poisonous only. Coming further down, beautiful tree, lifting up, crawling down, slowly finding my passage, and down here I'll also find the spring. There's a spring coming from the backside of the land, with the possibility, well, for sure, with water all year round, supporting ourselves with spring water with more than 70 minerals in it, supposed to be part of the richness of the land that offers this blue zone. And coming down, you will see the spring now. Here comes the spring, a sweet, tiny spring. I'll be all wet by now, and I will go down and walk the spring that comes from here. coming down. Let's see if I can step around it. I cannot. Oh. Jumping across, coming up, still our land, meeting the river. Coming in. Hey! What is that? Iguana. I know you saw it. An alligator? I don't think so. Something. Maybe a turtle. I have no idea. Coming to the land. Look, the mountain brings the water down to the river here. And look, a tiny bit of the waterfall. Well, whatever we call this. But more importantly, what it offers, I'm stepping to the stones in the middle of the river here. What it offers is a natural pool. The water is kept here. It's a little bit muddy this morning. We had rain just before I came running. So that's why I was here the other day. This spring, natural spring, was clear. Beautiful morning bath. Our land ends just about here. The back corner of the land starts out with the river that runs up along. We have 100 meters of access to this river. Here's the spring coming in. Here's the pool. Coming back and away from the river. And I'm about to be completed with this amazing tour. Hope you enjoyed the ride. The spring coming up. Peter coming up. Didn't fall yet. And only half wet. Beautiful morning. It's October 2018 and ta-da!